Namaskar all traders and welcome. So in this video I'll be making the comparison of 3 Propfirms that's in my top list as of now. The reason behind is all of them have their own MetaQuartz license. I prefer to trade on Fxify because I'm more comfortable in that. That's the reason I always look for the Propfirms that are having a MetaQuartz license. And if you are also comfortable with the MetaTrader and you are looking for the Propfirm that is having a MetaTrader as the trading platform, then this video is for you. I'll be sharing you 3 Propfirms that are having a MetaQuartz license, and I'll making the comparison side by side so that you will come to know which Propfirm to go with according to your own trading style. All of them have their very simple rules, and they are also giving in good in giving payouts and all. They are consistent in giving payouts and all. Before moving ahead, in case if you have not subscribed the channel yet, then kindly consider subscribing the channel and like this video. In case if you like the video, then do like this video. In case if you like my presentation, and make sure to subscribe the channel. And let's move ahead with the comparison now. So in order to make the comparison, I have considered various factors like I do in most other videos, most other comparison videos. So I have included all the Propfirms. That is, first number is Fxify, second is Alpha Capital Group, and third is Finotive. So all of them have their own MetaQuartz license, easy rules, good in giving payouts. So you can go with it, like in case if you wanted, if you are looking for diversifying your risks, like looking for other Propfirm, if you have already one Propfirm and you are looking for another Propfirm, second or third Propfirm in order to diversify your risks, then you can go with this Propfirms. So first factor is origin, that is in Fxify belongs from London, UK, United Kingdom, and Alpha Capital as well belongs from London, UK, United Kingdom, and Finotive belongs from Europe, that is Hungary. And profit target, if you see in Fxify, the profit target is all of them have a 2-step challenge. So I'm only making the comparison of their 2-step challenge. Okay, so in phase 1 in Fxify, in case of Fxify, the profit target is 10%, and in phase 2 the profit target is 5%. And in Alpha Capital Group, if you look, the phase 1 profit target is 8% and phase 2 profit target is 5%. Whereas in Finotive funding, if you look, phase 1 profit target is 7.5% and phase 2 profit target is 5%. You cannot make any conclusion out here because like you need to look at the drawdown as well in order to make the comparison of the Propfirms. So we will be looking at the drawdown as well. Let me first tell you the daily drawdown and its type they have. In case of Fxify, 5% is the maximum daily loss that is calculated based on the balance at the starting of the day, and Alpha Capital as well 5%, which is also balance based, and in Finotive as well it is 5%, which is also balance based. Now the maximum drawdown type, maximum drawdown and its type. Now maximum drawdown, if we see in case of Fxify, the maximum drawdown is 10%, and in case of Alpha Capital Group it is 10% again out here, which is fixed and static type of drawdown. In case of Fxify as well it is fixed and static type of drawdown, and in case of Finotive, if you see, it is as well 10%, which is fixed and static type of drawdown. Now this is something where we can come out the conclusion, where we can make a real comparison depending on how much profit they are expecting and depending on how much loss they are giving. So all of them have a same maximum loss, but the profit target is different. So let me just calculate the ratio from which you will come to know, like which challenge will be easier in terms of profit to drawdown ratio. We call it risk to reward expectation out here. So the lower the ratio, the logic out here is the lower the ratio, easier the challenge will be. Now if you see out here, risk to reward expectation of Fxify, it comes around 10 is the maximum loss, 10 is to 10 plus 5 is the target, profit target that they are expecting. So the ratio comes around 1:1.5. It's very simple. What I am doing, I'm just adding the profit targets and dividing it by the maximum loss that they are allowing, because maximum loss is same in all their phases. So I'm just taking the common and adding this profit target. So that's how I'll come to, like, I'll just divide and the value will come 1.5. So 15 divided by 10, that is 1.5, right? So 1:1.5 is the ratio comes for the Fxify, and in case of Alpha Capital Group it comes 1:1.3. Similarly, like I have done the calculation in the same way like I did with the Fxify, 10:8 plus 5. So it comes 1:1.3. In case of Finotive, it comes 1:1.25. So from here the conclusion comes, the Finotive have the easiest challenge out here when it comes to profit to drawdown ratio. Now 1:1.25. However, like, it is important to note out here that we cannot only see this thing only, we have to look for other factors as well in order to, when we are making a comparison, when we are looking for the Propfirm. Now minimum trading days, if you see, Fxify have 5 days of minimum trading days. You have to trade for at least 5 days in order to move from one phase to another, whereas in Alpha Capital Group you have a minimum trading days of 3 days in order to move from one phase to another. Whereas in Finotive, they don't have any minimum trading days. Again, out here it's a green color for me, green sign for me. Now next is simulated or real account. Once you pass the challenge, like many Propfirm offers you a simulated account, that's what we are going to look out here. Some offers a real account, some offers a simulated account. Whereas, like, if you look at the Fxify offers you with a live account. Once you pass the challenge, they will offer you with a real funded account with the real money in it. So that's the thing, Fxify. And in case of Alpha Capital Group and Finotive, both of them provides you with a virtual account, that is simulated account. So it's a virtual account. So for this reason, I would give green signal to Fxify for this factor. Now next is leverage. If you see, like, in case of Fxify, the leverage is less since they are giving you a live account. So that may be the reason they are having a low leverage, that is 1:30. And in case if you use an add-on while purchasing an account, you can pay some extra fee to get a higher leverage of 1:50. And in case of Alpha Capital Group, the leverage is 1:100, no add-ons, nothing, like you can directly get a 1:100 leverage. And in case of Finotive, again 1:100. So for this, in case if you are a fan of leverage, high leverage, then you can go with Alpha Capital Group or you can go with Finotive funding. Now coming to the broker, all of them, as I told you, all of them have their own in-house broker. FXpick, if you see, Fxify is a part of FXpick. Like, you must have heard many Propfirms and many brokers these days are opening their own Propfirms. So I'll make a video on that as well one day. But like FXpick is one of the broker, like one of the known broker in this Propfirm industry. Now this FXpick have their own Propfirm that's known as Fxify out here. So like Fxify is a part of FXpick, so they have their own in-house broker. And Alpha Capital Group have the broker, this is as well in-house broker, that is ACG Markets, Alpha Capital Group Markets. And in case of Finotive, they have their own broker, that is known as Finotive Markets. Now coming to the commission while trading, in case of Fxify, you get an option to choose zero commission or you can go with the raw spread. In case of Alpha Capital Group as well, you can choose zero commission or you can go with the raw spread. In case if you are an active trader, I would recommend, like from my own personal experience, in case if you are going with it, then in case if you get an option like this, zero commission or raw spread, go with the raw spread. That's a lot better for the active traders like me, and if you are an active trader. Now next is Finotive funding. If you see, Finotive funding have a $4 per lot is the commission that they have, and they will have a raw spread in it. Now for this, like when it comes to zero commission and all, like I would give Fxify and Alpha Capital Group a green signal out here. Now coming to the trading platform, there is no much difference because all of them have their own MetaQuartz license. You will get a MT5 as a trading platform. In case of Fxify, MT4 and MT5 you will get both. In case of Alpha Capital Group, you can get MT5 as your trading platform, or you can choose a C Trader as your trading platform. Now if you look at the Finotive funding, they have only one platform, that is known as MT5 platform, that you can use as your trading platform. Now profit split, if you see, in case of Fxify, 75% from it starts from 75%, and with add-ons, like you will need to pay some extra fee while purchasing the account. If you do that, you can increase your profit split to 90%. Now in case of Alpha Capital Group, it is fixed profit share they have, that is 80%. And sometimes they release some kind of promotion as well. At that time you might get a higher profit share, but like as of now they have a fixed profit share that is of 80%, which is the industry standards. If you look at the Finotive, they have a scaling type of profit share, where as your account gets scaled up, your profit split as well will increase. It starts from 75%, which can be scaled up to 95%. However, if you use a coupon Jamson FX, we have the coupon in all the Propfirms. If you use the coupon in Finotive Jamson FX, you get an extra profit split as well. Additionally, like discount as well you get in this Propfirms if you use our coupon Jamson FX. Now next is payout model. If you look at the payout model of Fxify, you get the first payout on demand. You can, like, there's no minimum trading days, no minimum amount. You can request as soon as you reach your funded account. As soon as you get your funded account, you make some profit, you can withdraw as soon as possible. There's no minimum trading days or nothing. And subsequent payout can be made on a monthly basis. First payout on demand and subsequent payout means after that the one payout which you are going to request, you are going to receive on a monthly basis. And in case if you want a bi-weekly basis, then you can pay user add-ons while purchasing an account by paying a 5% extra fee while purchasing an account. Now if you look at the Alpha Capital Group, the first payout can be received on a 14 days. Basically just understand they make a payout on a 2 weeks basis, bi-weekly basis. You can receive one payout in a 2 weeks. Like in a bi-weekly basis they give a payout. So that is the thing out here. In case like if you are receiving your first payout, you have to make sure that you are trading for at least 5 trading days, and after that for the subsequent payout there is no minimum trading days, but for the first payout you have to have a minimum trading days of 5 minimum trading days. Now if you look at the Finotive, you can request for first payout on demand, and after that you can request the payout on a weekly basis. Now let me tell you, like, regarding the Finotive thing out here, like Finotive have been like delaying the payout past 2 months. They have delayed my payouts, 2 payouts, like they have delayed for around like 2-3 weeks, 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks they have delayed the payout. So like from this month they are giving the payout on time, but like I don't know what was exactly happening, but they were kind of slow like past 2 months. But from this month, like they are giving the payout and like they used to do before. Now next is fees refundable. Is the fees refundable? Now if you look at the Fxify, the fees is refundable in case of Fxify. In case of Alpha Capital Group, the fees is non-refundable. It is non-refundable out here. And in case of Finotive, fees is refundable out here. So for this like refundable case, like in case if you are interested in getting a refund of your fees that you have paid after passing the challenge, then you can go with the Fxify or Finotive. And in case of payout model as well, I would recommend you to go with the I have a green signal on this Finotive. In case of profit split as well, I forgot to give the green signal. In case of profit split as well, you can go with the Finotive, like they have a scaling type of profit split. Now next, coming to the inactivity rule, that is of 60 days in case of Fxify. In case of Alpha Capital Group, it is 30 days. In case of Finotive, it is 30 days. Inactivity rule is something, you know, like you have to trade for at least one trade. It can be micro lot, it can be mini lot, it can be like as less as lot you can open, but you have to show the activity at least one trade in between these days, so that your account does not go inactive. So that is the thing, like which happens in the broker, like because like broker try to remove the datas, like unnecessary datas, they do that. So that's the reason, like you have to trade for at least like whatever the inactivity rule they have. Now for this, like most flexible is Fxify out here. I'll just give a green signal out here for this. And next is news trading. If you see, like it's allowed in all the Propfirms that I am discussing out here. All 3 Propfirms are allowing the news trading. And IP address rule, which is like you have to use many Propfirms have this rule, that is like you have to use a single device in order to trade the account. You have to use a single device with unique IP address or something like that. Most of the Propfirms have a rule like that. All these Propfirms don't have a rule. You can use a multiple device, multiple IP address, no problem in that. So that is the thing out here, no IP address rule. All of them don't have any IP address rule. Next is prohibited strategies, the strategies that you cannot use in this Propfirm. First is in Fxify, you can copy trades, like you can copy trades if you have your own account. If you're copying the trades from your own Propfirm account, other Propfirm account, you have your own account in that Propfirm, you can copy the trades from there. You have to show some proof that like you are copying from your own account. But like in case if you are copying the trades from like a third party person or signal providers, then you cannot do that. Hedging or group hedging is not allowed, and like high frequency trading is not allowed. trading on a delayed data feed or delayed charts is not allowed. Martingale is not allowed out here. Gap trading can be used, but it's under a condition, like you have to take the approval from the customer support out here in a case if you're using a gap trading. In case if you're uncomfortable in, you know, like not sure about like whether your strategy is suitable for this Propfirm or not, like make sure to, you know, like contact with the customer support and try to ask them like whether it can be go with their Propfirm or not. Next is Alpha Capital Group. You can like the prohibited strategies are taking the advantage of unrealistic prices, unrealistic trade opportunities. Arbitrage, you cannot do latency, you cannot do front running price feeds and exploiting mispricing. These are the things you cannot do. High frequency trading you cannot do. Reverse trading or group hedging you cannot do. Many people were asking that what is group hedging. Group hedging is something, you know, like you have got two accounts, one of your one of your friend also got the account, and what you are doing, you are buying in Euro USD and you're telling your friend to sell in Euro USD. So that is something like group hedging, which is not allowed in most of the Propfirm. If you look at the Finotive funding, you cannot do high frequency trading, arbitrage trading or straddling, and these things are not allowed out here. Like what I would recommend, like regarding when it comes to prohibited strategies, always look for the Propfirms that are, you know, like if they are allowing the free trial option. If they are allowing, then try to use that strategy in that, and like try to consult with their customer support. Like in case if you are using a strategy which is not very common in most of the people, so try to use their free trial accounts. Like Alpha Capital Group have their free trial account out here. You can use their free trial account just to check whether your strategy is suitable with that Propfirm or not, whether your timings and all, like whether it is suitable for you or not. Next, coming to the scaling plan, how they are going to scale your account. In Fxify, it is very simple. You have to gain a 10% of profit for in 3 months, out of which 2 months should be profitable. And in case if you do that and achieve then they will scale your account by 25%. You have to achieve 10% in 3 months. Out of that 3 months, 2 months should be profitable. That is the condition. They will increase your capital by 25%. So that is the thing. Like, and once you do that for the first scaling up, that can be done, and for the second scaling up, again, if you achieve the same condition, same 10% in the 3 months and 2 months is profitable, then after that for the subsequent scaling, they are going to double your account size. And if you look at the scaling plan of Alpha Capital Group, whatever you can, like, you will have to gain a 10% of profit. You can request for scaling up. They will keep your balance at the same level. Say for example, you have a 100k account, you have made a profit of $10,000, 10%, that is 10%, right? $10,000, and you withdraw that $10,000, your balance, you will still start with the 110,000. That is the thing. Even if you withdraw, your balance will not get down. From there only you will start trading. So that will be your new balance. That's how they are going to scale up your account all the way up to $2 million. Next is in case of Finotive funding, they have level wise. For different level, you have to gain a different profit target. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, like that, like different, which you can see in the screen. I'll just leave the chart. Depending on that, they are going to increase your capital size. So that's like you can check on the screen, which I'll show in the screen. Next is lot size rule. Now, in case of Fxify and Finotive, there is no lot size rule. But in case of Alpha Capital Group, there is a lot size rule. Once you pass the challenge, during the challenge stage, there is no lot size rule. But after you pass the challenge, once you get a funded account, there is a lot size rule, which is the maximum lot that you can open at any given time, which you can see in the screen. These are the maximum lots that you can open at any given time in case of Alpha Capital Group funded account. Next is price, last but not the least, that is price. I'm just taking an example of 100k account out here. In case of 100k account, in case of Fxify, you will need to pay a $475. In case of Alpha Capital Group, you will need to pay $497. And in case of Finotive funding, you will need to pay a $500. And I am affiliated, like we are affiliated, me and my team are affiliated with all these 3 Propfirms. In case if you want to get a discount and all, we have the discount for that. Johnson FX is the coupon, and these coupons are case sensitive. You have to use, like, you can just copy and paste. What I'll do, I'll just leave the spreadsheet, whatever the spreadsheet, this comparison spreadsheet, in the description. I'll leave that link So make sure to check that spreadsheet once you are done with the video in order to see yourself from the from your own. Just check yourself. Okay, so now this is the coupons that we have. In case of Fxify, we have a 5% discount, and in case of Alpha Capital Group, we have a 20% discount. All are in caps lock. Coupon is Jamson FX caps lock. And in case of Finotive funding, we have a 5% discount and 5% added profit split. Now after discounting, after using our coupon, like you can get a discounted price at, in case of Fxify, $451, and in case of Alpha Capital Group, 397 point something, $6, and in case of Finotive, you get in a $475. So for this pricing, I would give, like, since we have a massive discount in Alpha Capital Group, you can, I'll give a green signal in this Alpha Capital Group, because like this price becomes the least out here after applying the discount. So that's it all about the comparison of the Propfirms that I have in my top list as of now. In case if you find it suitable, just do let me know in the comment section which Propfirm you find the best in this three Propfirms, among these three Propfirms. And thank you so much for joining in. Jamson FX closing the comparison between Fxify, Alpha and Finotive funding. Thank you.